Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. So today we're going to be having, demo number 2 on, data analytics. So as I discussed, data analytics means understanding the past. Data analytics means understanding the past, and data science or data, business intelligence, data, science or A or machine learning means, predictions or predicting the future. So both of them needs a data. Without data, even data analytics is not going to work, or your data science or AI ML is not going to work. You are going to be working with the data. Guys, if you need any one-to-one career guidance, you can call me on these numbers anytime. So, or you can book an appointment with Bhaskar Jogi at gmail.com. If you need any kind of a career guidance, if you wanted to get into IT industry, or if in any family member of yours needs any career guidance, you can call me always, or you can mail me your phone number so that I will be able to call you and talk to you guys. Chalo. So we're going to be having demo number 2 today. And yesterday we spoken about what is that, the IT industry is all about. And IT industry is going to be doing two things. One is called it is storing data. Second one is that I have spoken about, which is going to be processing your data. Clear? But the question is that now in the IT industry, two things are happening. One is called data analytics. It is also called as a BI. This is understanding the past. And there is one more buzzword around the world, that is data science, AI and ML. So in this, we are going to be doing the predictions on the data. Clear? Whether there is a data science or data analytics, we are going to be analyzing the data. That means what, in simple terms, you're going to be studying the data. What is a data science or data analytics means? In simple words, layman words, you study the data. It is a simple words. This is what is called data analytics or the data science. But how do you study? That is what is very, very important. Okay. Now, if I wanted to study the data, okay, if I wanted to study the data, let us say, let me go to one company called Amazon.com, right? Let me go to one company called Amazon.com. So Amazon company is going to be having large amount of data every day. You will get, tons of transactions, right? You're thinking about phone pay application. How many phone pay transactions per month? According to phone pay, it is a 7.3 billion transactions per month. So 1 billion is equivalent to 100 crores. So approximately 730 crores data per month. So that is the data. That is the data we are talking about. Clear? When you have so much of a data of the company, definitely we need to study the data. But studying the data is very, very difficult. As a human being, you will not be able to analyze the data manually. You will not be able to perform any kind of a operations on this data manually. Right? So let me tell you what is the size of the data I'm talking about. So when you have data size is megabytes of data. I'm talking about you have only every month you're getting some 1,000 rows. For example, goonlinetrainings.com is going to be getting every month 1,000 rows or 2,000 rows. Where is the data we're going to be keeping? All the data my company is going to be storing in Excel, and end of the month my operations team is going to be computing or processing the data. So what is the meaning of this? So my company every month is going to be uh, getting large amount of data. The data is going to be stored like this: serial number, and who's the guy who's inquired, and which course you would like to have, gender male or female, what is the date of inquiry, what is the phone number, what is the email ID, and if at all they made some payment, some $100, $200 or rupees, and when is that they made the payment. So like that, we have we are storing the data in the Excel sheets because we have very limited data. Clear? When you have limited data, Excel is fine, or manually you can have paper and pen. You will be able to store the data in the book itself. Clear? The second thing I'm going to be talking about, once you store the data, once in a month, my management is going to be asking them, tell me total number of students in January, how many people have inquired for Power BI course? How many people have inquired for MSBA course? I need this kind of a report. So this is what is called a summary, right? Nobody needs this kind of a detailed data, but you're going to be storing the detailed data in the one Excel sheet, but nobody needs this kind of a details. You need to have summary. So I need to go and count how many people have inquired one, two manually, how many people have inquired for SQL one, two, like that. I wanted to take month number and do manual counts. I'm going to be creating this kind of a reporting. Am I clear? So this is how for every month, for every course, I'm going to be preparing. So this is what is called is simply known as a summary or a report, or this is also called as a dashboard. Lot of names are today given. This is also called as a dashboard. This is also called as a summary, or this is also called as a report, right? So this is the number of inquiries report for 2021 year. For the 2021 year, what is the fee collected? For the January, February, we collected 20,000 rupees. For MSBA, we collected 18,000 rupees. Like that, month by month, all the data from here going to be taken, and manually I'm going to be summing it and creating a report. This report I'm going to be giving it to the management of the company, or I have to give it to my boss. Clear? So they need the raw data. So raw data we are able to convert into meaningful information, or we are going to be creating a lot of insights. Clear? I wanted to know how many people have came for the Power BI course from the first month and second month. I would like to compare the data, whether there is increasing trend or the decreasing trend. Here, I wanted to see whether an increasing trend or decreasing trend. In January month, at 1230 people came, but next month 700 people came. So there is a decreasing trend. So after seeing the data, I can compare the data. Clear? I can compare the data. I can analyze whether I'm able to get more customers or less customers. So whenever you take the data and analyzing the data, some comparison is nothing but a simple analysis. Clear? So the management of the company will take the raw data, convert the raw data into meaningful data like this. After that, month by month, year by year, course by course, they're going to be comparing. So this kind of a comparing is called as a simply a data analytics. Clear? So you simply what you do, you create a lot of reports, and sometimes you don't like this kind of a numbers. You are going to be creating a beautiful charts also in Excel sheets. You go, you will be able to create a beautiful charts, because anybody can easily understand Power BI is dominating and Python is not dominating, or DevOps is not dominating, or Power BI is doing good. That is how you should be able to understand. So you may be able to create a reports in the a table format with the numbers, or you should be able to take the data and create a beautiful reports in this format as well. For example, I wanted to know complete data year by year, month by month for Power BI. So in March, I'm getting more and more demand, and after that I lost the demand. Whatever you wanted to analyze, you will be able to analyze with this data. Clear? So now we are talking about less amount of data. Okay, we are talking about less amount of data. I'm able to store the data in Excel and create a beautiful reports. I can create a summary reports and create a lot of charts. And this reports I can give it to my management, so that they will be able to see, how the trend of the course. Clear? This is what is called understanding the insights or understanding the data or study your data. What data is going to be telling you? Data is going to be telling you in the March month, you have a very, very huge amount of, demand for the Power BI. After that, it dropped, or because of precision could be, or, the causes you need to learn later, or MSBI is doing good, or Java is doing good, or something is not doing good. So everything you should be able to easily analyze with the help of your data. Clear? So that is a small amount of data I'm talking about. Now let us understand. We are talking about a Amazon company's data. Do you think that Amazon company will get only 1,000 transactions per day? They will be able to get per day millions of transactions every month. They will be able to get millions of records or lakhs of transactions. Clear? Lakhs or millions of transactions you're going to be getting it. So all the data can I store in my Excel sheet? Can I store all the Amazon data? Can I store it every month? You assume that you're getting 500 GB of data. So that kind of a data, I cannot store in Excel. Be going to be using SQL. Clear? Or it is also called as a database management system. Relational database management system I'm going to be using only to store the data. When you have a large amount of data, remember this point, when you have large amount of data, your Excel sheets, you cannot use it. If you wanted to organize the data in the IT industry, if you would like to store the data in the computer industry, then definitely you need to opt for SQL. Clear? But who's going to be processing the data? Processing will be done by a language. So what are the RDBMS tools we have? As we discussed already, we are talking about Oracle is number one tool. The second one is called SQL Server from Microsoft. Then we have DB2. So this demo I have given yesterday. So what are the SQL tools, right? DB2, NetEase, lot of tools are there in the worldwide. So blah, blah, blah. So these tools, one of the, software Amazon is going to be using to store large amount of data. But if you have data, nobody is interested in the data, right? Nobody is interested to the raw data. They wanted to know a lot of reports, right? So earlier days, people were creating a lot of reports with the help of a language like C, or you can have C++, or you can have Java, or you can have a .NET, whatever you wanted to have, you can have. So all the language can be used, and people were creating a lot of reports. You can also have today's languages, Python also you can use. You can use any language. You can, get the data, process the data, create a beautiful reports, and that you can give it to the client. Client is Amazon. Clear? So that was the story. Every month you assume that you're getting 500 GB of data per month. But into multiplied by 12 months data, it is going to be 6,000 GB of data, which is equivalent to 6 terabytes of data per year. So this is the size of the data I'm going to be talking about. Every month you're going to be getting this much of a data. Now, 1 year data will be 6 terabyte of data. I'm going to be talking about 10 years data. 6 terabytes into 10 years, it is going to be 60 terabytes of data. This is a large amount of data. Clear? Terabytes of data is going to be large amount of data for 10 years. Now you may have the data for 20, 30, 40 years of the data. So large amount of historical data. Where should I store? Large amount of data, where should I store? So this kind of a data you will not be able to store in your SQL when you have a terabytes of data. Okay, when you have terabytes of data, your normal systems are going to be failing. Now I'm talking about lakhs and millions and billions of data I'm going to be talking about. Clear? So 1 billion is equivalent to 100 crores. 1 million is equivalent to 10 lakhs. Clear? 1 billion is equivalent to 100 crores. You're going to be having a crores of data. So that data cannot be stored in simple SQL. we are going to be using one more concept called data warehouse softwares or data warehouse tools. Clear? Or data warehouse computers we are going to be using. Data warehouse is a single word. You should not write where space house. It is wrong. Or you should not write a word like this. It is also wrong. Clear? So this is also wrong. You should not be writing like this. Warehouse is a single word. Clear? So data warehouse is one more software or one more tool IT industry is going to be using when you have a terabytes of data. Clear? Now, when you have this much of a data, how do you process? Again, we are going to be storing the data for the processing purpose. We are going to be using BA tools here. Clear? When you have this much of a data, normal languages, you cannot write the code. You'll go mad. If you have too much of a data, writing the Java code or .NET code will be very, very difficult for you because you need to write so much of a code. Client cannot wait until and unless you finish the development of Python language, Java language. So much of a code you have to write. People will not be able to write. So IT industry thought we have to have some more tools to process the data, but I should not have the coding there. So there is a business intelligence tools are derived in the market. So a lot of BA tools are created. Clear? So what is a data warehouse? How data warehouse going to be created, which is a bigger computer, or I can say large hardware. This is very, very important in the equation. What is a data warehouse machine or computer? So you have to buy a very, very bigger hardware, but in that you need to install a software. What software you're going to be installing? Same SQL software only you're going to be installing, either Oracle or a SQL Server, NetEase, DB2, or you can have a Teradata. Lot of tools are available, right? You have, PostgreSQL. So any one of the tool, any one of the software will be installed on the large hardware. For example, I have my computer. So in my computer, I'll show you my configuration. It is 1 TB of hard disk plus I'll show you what is the RAM size. I'm having a normal Windows 11 computer, 8 GB of RAM. I'm having i5 processor I'm going to be having. So very small amount of data or the hardware configuration I have. When you have very small amount of hardware configuration, I have only 8 GB of RAM and 1 TB of hard disk and i5 processor. In this machine, if I install SQL Server or Oracle, so maximum what is the data I can store? Maximum 1 TB of data I can store. But I wanted to store 100 TB of data, so I need to buy 100 laptops. Not one laptop. I need to buy 100 laptops, and 100 times I need to install SQL Server and store the data. So this is a smaller machine I cannot have. So what I do, I will buy 100 TB of hard disk and 1000 GB of RAM. Clear? I buy not only one processor, I will buy at least 10 to 15, 20 processors in this machine. And in this machine, I'm going to be installing a SQL. SQL means Oracle, any software you can have. This machine is called as a data warehousing machine. Very, very bigger hardware. That is what you need to understand. Software wise, same SQL. SQL means what? Oracle or SQL Server, DB2, any one of the software you need to install it, so that this machine is called as a data warehousing machine. This is the machine is called as simply your normal machine. Okay, you can say that array here I have installed SQL, it is working, or I have installed Oracle, it is working. But you say here I have installed Oracle, so it is what is called as Oracle data warehousing machine, SQL Server data warehousing machine, DB2 data warehousing machine. Clear? So what is a data warehouse in a layman terminology is, you need to understand it is all about bigger configuration. Software wise, same software. Software wise, there is no difference, but hardware wise, you will have the bigger hardware. So that is what is called data warehouse. But where are the data where machines are, stored, or data where machines are available? These are available in the data centers. Let me open data centers. Many people will be talking about data centers, right? So this is a data center. Have you seen? Now, these are the very, very bigger machines. You can have a very, very bigger machines are available here. So this is a bigger one machine or couple of machines. This may be your data warehousing server, or this may be a small machine. It may be some other server, or this may be some other server like that. You will have a lot of bigger servers connected, and they are your data warehousing machines. Your data warehousing machines are available in your data centers. So data center is nothing but collection of your data storage. It can be small machines or it can have bigger machines. So data warehousing concept is created in 1990. So SQL concept is prepared or retrieved or invented in 1970. So they have invented how to store the data, but normal storage is not enough to store large amount of data. Then they have invented IT industry. They means IT industry invented in 1990 data warehousing. So we have a GBs of data can be stored here. You may be having 500 GB of data, 700 GB of data, or 1000 GB of data, very limited data. Data warehousing limitation will be you are going to be storing terabytes of data, right? So what was the average data warehousing size today? You can have per data warehouse average size will be 100 terabytes you can have minimum, but earlier days it was only 15 to 14 to 15 terabytes, because not even though you buy bigger hardware 20 years back, because of hardware technology, we will not be able to store so much of a data in olden days. That was the size we're talking about. But today, each data warehouse can store minimum 60, 100 terabytes of data per data warehouse. All the data warehousing is going to be stored in your data centers. These data centers are going to be maintained by the IT companies like Infosys, Accenture, TCS companies. Am I clear? So you take your Amazon data, you take your State Bank of India data. So daily data, whenever you transact with the data, all the data will be stored in one of the SQL, one of the machines of SQL server or somewhere. And later all the data is going to be also, if the data size is going to be increased, then the data is going to be stored in the data warehousing tools. Data warehouse is nothing but a large hardware, same software you're going to be having. So when you have so much of a data, I cannot write the coding. I should not have any, coding tools. Without coding, a lot of tools have been introduced into the market. So these tools are called SAS BA, SAP BA, and OBI. Then we have a lot of tools got released, or we have a tools called SAS BA, SAP BA, OBI, right? So these tools got prepared and released into the market. Later, we got MSBA from Microsoft BA, Microsoft Business Intelligence. Then we have Tableau BA. Then today we got a Power BI. So a lot of BI tools got released into the market. Not only Microsoft, lot of companies are there. So initially, so as I told you, you are going to be having this SQL technologies got created in 1970s. Languages are invented in 1950s and 60s. C language was invented. So after that, in SQL is invented to store the data. When you have a large amount of data, normal SQL is not enough. You need to have a specialized SQL, that is data warehousing. It is released in 1990s. And after that, year 2000, okay, early in the 2000, in the IT industry, BA tools got released. Earlier, we were writing a lot of coding to create a lot of reports and everything. And without the coding, there are a lot of tools got released into the market. These tools are called BI tools. So what kind of a things you can do? You can create a beautiful reports or charts you can create without coding. That is the beauty about this tool. Clear? You can take the data, create a beautiful chart. However, you can create a chart in the Excel. Excel is also number one reporting tool in this world. Clear? Excel is also number one reporting tool in this world. You can go without writing any coding. You can create a beautiful reports with the Excel as well. Am I clear? When you see the data like this, and you can create a beautiful reports now, but only thing is that which was very complex to learn and very, very costly. Only you can create, only one tool is given. You can create a beautiful reports. People are happy. SAS BI, SAP BI, SAP BI, right? OBI means Oracle BI. Only one reporting tool has been given, but these were costly tools, but no coding tools, but very, very costly and complex to understand also. Clear? This was a story in the year 2000. Immediately, Microsoft came up with one more tool called MSBA. So when in year 2005, Microsoft released a software called MSBA. So to give a competition, it is a Microsoft software, right? So Microsoft gave not only one tool, three tools it is released. So one is called SSIS, and second tool is called SSAS, third tool is called SSRS. These three tools are called MSBA. So MSBA is not a single tool, which is a collection of three tools. So one tool is called ETL tool. You will be able to understand what is the ETL later. Then this is what is called analysis tool. You can analyze the data with the help of this tool, analysis tool. The third one is called, you can prepare charts and graphs with this tool. This is what is called a reporting tool. You can create a beautiful graphs and charts. Clear? So three tools have been introduced by the Microsoft. So Microsoft has a good brand, and Microsoft is giving you more, and Microsoft is giving everything for free. So SAS BA, SAP BA, OBA got a very, very bigger competition by Microsoft, and many people have stopped using these softwares because only one report I have, but here I can do many things, right? So if you have Nokia phone, only you can talk. But when you buy a Samsung phone or any other smartphone, you can take the picture, you can do a lot of things. People slowly stopped using Nokia, people buying Samsung phone, other smartphones, like because many things are there in the single phone. Like that, many things are there. I can create a lot of ETL stuff, analysis, what is reporting. You will understand what is the ETL on Monday's class because it's very, very important. Extracting the data, transforming the data, loading the data. ETL software is very, very important. This is what you need to learn also in this course. Then SSAS for analyzing the data. Then to create a reports, SSRS tools are introduced as part of MSBA. MSBA means Microsoft Business Intelligence, which is released in the year 2005. And many people, many IT companies stopped using this because costly, it is free or one third cost of the above tools. Clear? If you think each license will be 1 crore, if you pay 30 lakhs, you will be able to get the license. Or if you pay 10 lakhs, it will be, you will be able to get. Or if you buy Microsoft SQL Server, it is a Microsoft RDBMS tool. When you buy this software, we will give you MSBA free. Like that, Microsoft is giving you a lot of options. You buy RDBMS software, will give you MSBA software for free. So that was the story. Many people stopped using them, and people are started using this. But suddenly in 2010, there is a company. There is a company called Tabular BI. So immediately there's a company called Tabular BI create released a software called Tabular BI. So they said it is a self-service BI software. What is the meaning? You need not know any technical knowledge. Okay, any BCom MBA guy, BA guy can create a reports with us. But even though these are no coding tools, no coding is required, no programming is required, but still some some kind of a developers have to be there, some kind of a software engineers have to be recruited to create a reports. Even though no programming, no coding is required, but still technical knowledge you need to have. Technical knowledge you need to have. So that is one thing. But here, so what the Tableau BI in 2010 gave a very, very big competition to MS BI. Hey, Microsoft, now see our tool. They have released self-service BI tool. No technical knowledge is required. No technical person is required. So anybody can prepare a report. Now, I wanted to prepare a Maggie noodle. My kid also can prepare a Maggie noodle. Why? Only get the Maggie noodle, cut it and boil it and eat it. So, Tableau BI is similar to your Maggie noodle. No cooking is required. Need not have the basic cooking also. You need not know anything about it. Create a beautiful reports on the large amount of data. On the Excel also you can create, but Excel cannot take large amount of data. That is the problem with Excel. But Excel is also very good reporting tool. So Tableau BI got the complete competition worldwide. Clear? So Microsoft, everything is good, but this tool is completely gone. SSRS is the reporting tool. ETL is fine. Analysis is fine. What is the ETL? We'll discuss on Monday. Clear? But SSRS, this is a reporting software. This reporting tool got a bigger competition. So many people stopped using, they're using this, they stopped using SSRS because technical people only be there to create lot of reports for the companies. They're started using Tableau BI 2010. Microsoft thought, let us introduce one more software to give a competition to this guy. So now immediately Power BI got released. Clear? So Power BI got released in 2015. So that is the story. So Power BI got released, which is again given a big competition to this. Now today, Power BI became a #1 tool in the market. Clear? So Power BI again self-service BI, no technical knowledge is required. It is a Microsoft tool released in 2015. And again, what Microsoft will tell you, it is a free or very, very less cost when you compare with the Tableau BI. Because of this, a Tableau BI is gone. When you go to Google, right? When you go to Google, there is a trends, Google Trends, you will be able to go and see Google Trends. Okay, you can compare some data, you can explore something. I would like to compare Power BI, right? I would like to compare Power BI, Microsoft Power BI with the Tableau BI. So we have Tableau BI software. You compare. So Tableau BI this color, Microsoft Power BI this color. See now, average. This is the Tableau BI today. This is the Power BI today. Have you seen this? Now Power BI, I'm not telling this. This color is Tableau BI. This color is Microsoft, Power BI. So when you compare the Power BI, it is half of the sales completely gone. So this Power BI is completely taken over entire world. You can go to trends.google, then explore. Clear? Lot of other BI tools are available. You have Google, Looker. Even Looker is there. So you can compare. Looker is the Google's. Right? Looker. So this is also there. Lot of tools are available. Looker, that is a Google tool. Clear? Google tool. When you go to any Google, then I would like to, do something. Infosys share price. I'm searching something. When I click on something like that, it is giving me a chart. Now tell me who created this chart in the Google. So this is Google search. I'm going to put in. Go to Google, google.com. Okay. Google.com, and you can say some Wipro share price. Okay, Wipro share price. When you search, it is going to be giving you a analytics chart. Now, who created this? I did not create. So Google is using a software called Looker. It is a Google's BA software, Luca. So which is going to be giving you data. You can create a chart and analyze the data like this. Am I clear? So this is what is the story we are talking about. Now you can analyze what is the Wipro company share. If you want to analyze, you can easily analyze 1 year Wipro company is in the green color. So if you invest, in the January 1st or last year, March 2nd, that amount would have been almost, 1.5. Clear? If you invested 5 years back, so that amount would have been doubled or tripled here like that. You will be able to understand. Clear? So it will be able to tell you like this. Infosys share, Wipro share. So whatever you would like to analyze. So Infosys is a red in color. That means if you invest this amount, you're losing the amount today. Last 1 day, last 5 day, last 1 month, last 6 months is a green color. It is increasing trend. Clear? It is also increasing trend. Last 1 year, it is very, very good. Last 5 years, if you invest 700 rupees, it would have become now 1600 rupees. That means if you invest 1 lakh, clear? So within 5 years, the money would have been doubled. Clear? You need not go to any post office like that. You can analyze the data within the Google itself. But who has given the data? Data Google is collecting from somewhere. From where it is collecting? It is collecting from the share market data, Sensex data. The data is going to be stored in the SQL. So Looker software is going to be taking the data, creating a lot of reports and showing the data whenever you search. Clear? Like that, we have Tableau BI, we have a Looker from the Google company. Google's software is called as what, Anna? Looker software. All these are softwares are available. But now today, which is the software which is going to be in trendy? So Power BI software. But if you learn Power BI, is it sufficient to get the job? Answer is no. You have to know not only Power BI. Power BI is, in place of SSRS. SSRS is gone. Today, you should not use SSRS, but you have to use MSBI, SSIS tool you need to use, SSAS tool you need to use. In place of this, you need to have Power BI tool plus data warehousing tool you need to know, plus in order to learn everything, what is very, very important? SQL. So we are going to be learning SQL Server as well. Clear? So we are learning not only Power BI, because Power BI can create only the reports. With the help of SSIS, we are going to be performing ETL operations. With the help of analysis, we're going to be analyzing the data. With the help of a Power BI, we're going to be creating the reports. All the data you're going to be storing in the data warehousing. And to store the data, you need to know data SQL knowledge also. So SQL you need to know, data warehousing you need to know, SSIS you need to know, and SSAS you need to know, Power BI you need to know. So you are going to be learning all the 5 softwares within 3 months of time. Clear? So that is what I told you in this month, March month and April month. So we are going to be concentrating on SQL plus Power BI. So only these two things I'm going to be learning. This will be, I'm going to be teaching. This will be for 45 classes and this will be for 45 or 50 classes, 50 days of training. This 2 months you can complete. Okay, March and April. In the May month, you will be able to complete. So SSIS. So this will be for 1 month, and you can complete even data warehousing. You can complete again SSIAS. So more than 1 month. 1 month is sufficient. 1 month is sufficient to complete all of them. SSIS maybe 25 days. Data warehousing maybe some 5 to 10 days. And SSIS will be 5 days. So 35 days within 1 month, you will be able to complete all of them. So March, April, May, you will be able to complete all these parts, because if you learn only Power BI, there is no use at all. Many people will come, sir, my trainer taught me only Power BI, but I'm not able to get the calls today. So if you learn only Power BI, you don't get a job. Along with the Power BI, you should know SQL and everything. SQL will give you 60% of the interview questions. Clear? So remaining four means SSIS and SSAS and Power BI and data warehousing will give you 40% of the interview questions. You can understand how important is SQL to store the data. So SQL is only about to store the data. So we don't have the live classes for the SQL. You need to buy the videos from us and you will be able to watch the videos daily. One video you need to watch, and if you have any questions in the next day Power BI class, you will be able to ask me. Power BI will be live classes daily. One live class will be there. In that live class you can ask SQL questions. Clear? So that is what you need to practice. Once it is done, then in the May month we'll have all these things, SSIS and data warehousing, data in SSIS. And here also, if the live class is there, you can have the live class, or you can also buy this and you can buy the videos and practice. And this will be free for you. And this will be free for you. You need to make the amount for the SQL and the Power BI and the SSIS, because without these three tools, you will not be able to get into data analytics. Data analytics is not only Power BI, it is a combination of all these things. Am I clear? So that is what is the story when we are talking about when you have a small amount of data, Excel. When you have a large amount of data, SQL, that means GBs of data. And when you have a terabytes of data, we are going to be using data warehousing and the processing purpose BI tools. But today, data is not stopped here. Where is the data today? Today, data is coming in the petabyte of data. Clear? It is not a terabyte of data. So 1000 terabytes of data is equivalent to 1 petabyte of data. 1 petabyte of data. Like that, we are getting so much of a data, petabyte of data, zettabyte of data, yottabyte of data, yollabyte of data. So much of a data we are getting. This data is called as a big data or unlimited data. So story in 1990s, we were having only terabytes of data because that time business was slow. You don't have the proper technologies, but today, last 10 years, you got IoT technologies, mobile phones, sensors, and whatever, whatever you think of today, every device can, get the data. Clear? Your smart, office, smart building, smart, sensors, IoT applications, large amount social media is started booming from 2003 onwards. Clear? 2003, I started using Orkut. I don't know whether you know it or not. Orkut earlier to your Facebook. Clear? So we were using Orkut social media platform in year 2003. That was the first thing I have used. So a lot of social media came into existence. Data, social media data started coming in. Companies are capturing, but where to capture large amount of data? You cannot capture because data warehouse is meant for only terabytes of data. So this kind of a data is called as a big data or large amount of data. This data you can store in a separate technology or a software called Big Data Hadoop. Okay, na? So this is the data companies started using. This started year 20. The concept got started early in the 23, but in a 2010, there is a company called. Okay, actually Google concept is created by google.com. Hadoop concept is created by google.com, but later there is a company called Apache Software Foundation. It is not a company, which is a charitable organization. It is a free. Okay, Apache Software Foundation. These fellows have worked on the Hadoop and they have released this software for free. This is a free software. You can download, you can use it to store large amount of data, but all of them are paid softwares. So nothing is free here. Nothing is free here. Everything is a paid softwares. But today, because of Apache Software Foundation, there is software called Hadoop got released in the early in the year 2010, which is a free software, large amount of data. If you would like to store in the IT industry, we are going to be using Hadoop. Clear? Hadoop is known as a big data Hadoop or going to be Hadoop. So in that, there are two components. One component is called HDFS and plus one component is called map reduce. Both of them are available in this. HDFS is there to store your data and the map reduce is there to process your data. So all these things are there in the IT industry. Clear? I will give you simple example today where and how IT industry is going to be analyzing the data or storing the data. So this is where the current IT industry storing your data. Clear? So when you have only terabytes of data, data warehouse can handle it. When you have a petabyte of data, social media data, all the data, your data warehousing cannot handle it. You have to go in for the Hadoop. Clear? So many people are talking about today either data warehousing technologies or big data technologies. Clear? That is what is called Hadoop. So Hadoop is created using Java. Hadoop is created using what? Java. It has a lot of issues and many companies thought that Hadoop is okay, but not very efficient when we have large amount of data, because petabyte of data, zettabyte of data I'm talking about. When you have so much of a data, it was very, very slow and you need to write so much of a coding here. So parallel to Hadoop, there is one more system got created. The system is called today Spark and Scala. Okay, Spark and Scala, one more technology got implemented today to handle the large amount of data. So you should not be worried about what is Hadoop, what is Spark and Scala. This is one system. It can store large amount of data, which is one more, which is competitive to this guys. This is a Spark and Scala. This is one more language called Scala. So with the help of that, we can store large amount of data in the Spark environment. So you should not be worried about this. So I'll give you a simple example. I wanted to go to supermarket or I would like to buy some vegetables. How do I go to supermarket? Nearby vegetable market, I go by bike or I go by walk or I take a cycle and go. I can buy vegetables and come. So when you have a small distance to cover, you can go by walk, go by bicycle, go by bike, blah, blah, blah. So that is what, when you have so much of a small amount of data, you can use Excel or you can have the data in the paper and the pen. You can maintain the books. That's what earlier in the banking industry, people are maintaining it. Now, I wanted to go to 500 kilometers, 500 miles. Can I go by a bike? No, 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 no. I have to use the car. You need to change the technology. You have to go by a car or bus or the train. When the data is more, you cannot use Excel. You have to use SQL or RDBMS. You're changing the technology. You're using the car or the bus today. Fine. I have to go to Dubai or US. Can I go by a bus or the car or the train? No, 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 no. I have to use the flight. Clear? So when the data is in terabytes, I have to use the data warehousing and BI tools. So I have to go to Dubai, means use the flight. So technology is changed. Now I wanted to go to moon or the Mars. Can I use the flight and go? No, 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 no. I have to use the rocket. So the things have been changed because of the distance only. Clear? The things have been changed because of the size of the data only. So you can store the data in Excel, you can store the data in SQL, you can store the data in a data warehousing, you can store the data in the Hadoop or Spark or the Scala. So anywhere you can store the data, but still you will be able to perform a lot of operations. What kind of an operations you do? So end of the day, you may be having data in Excel, you may be data in, so this is Excel data. Clear? You may be having data in SQL or Oracle, or you may be having data warehousing data, or you may be having the data in the big data Hadoop or Spark and Scala. Clear? So you may have big data. So you may have anywhere. So all these places where you can store only your data. Clear? You will be able to perform Power BI here. You can have the reports. You can perform the reports here. You can perform the reports here. You can have the perform the reports here. This is what is called data analytics or business intelligence. Means you can connect the data, get the data, create a beautiful reports with the help of a Power BI. You will be able to have the data. You can analyze the data, right? So you will be able to use AI and ML. So what is that, Nana? Machine learning algorithms we can use. This will be understanding the past. Data analytics means understanding the past with the help of Excel data, with the help of SQL data, with the help of a data warehousing data, with the help of a big data. You can perform AI and ML applications. You can predict the data. Clear? If you wanted to use a Power BI or you wanted to use AI and ML applications, you need to have the data. Clear? So that is what is the point we are going to be talking about. Clear? So without data, your Power BI cannot work. Your AI ML also will not work. So now today we are going to be talking about one more subset of AI, that is generative AI. That is what is called your Chat GPT. Clear? So Chat GPT is a beautiful application of your MI, it is generative AI. It is going to be generating the data. Now, do you know where the Chat GPT is getting the data? Chat GPT's data is a very, very big data. It is not a Chat GPT data is not this data. It is not this data. It is not this data. Chat GPT, generative AI application, Chat GPT, when you're using this application is going to go to the big data. So it is going to be going to Hadoop and Spark and Scala. This is where the data is stored today. Clear? So some data is going to be stored in the Spark and the Scala. Who's going to be, maintaining this data? So, your Chat GPT application created by OpenAI. OpenAI belongs to Microsoft company. Clear? Your Chat GPT generative AI, it is a subset of AI application which is going to be getting the data from the big data concept. Big data means a large amount of data. You know what is the data here size? So it may be more than 500 petabyte of data. Clear? So what is the 500 petabyte of data? You know what is the petabyte size? I'll give you the simple example. If you take this data and take a DVDs, you have the DVDs, right? DVD. What is the capacity of the DVD? Some 5 GB, right? If you take in this data and burn into DVDs, at least you will create, Everest mountain, right? What is Everest mountain size? That is the biggest, mountain in the world. At least 10 Everest mountains it will. That is the size of this size. Clear? So there's a very, very big size of the data. It may be more than that also. Clear? 10 Everest size it will be. If you burn all the data into DVDs and if you place them, so it will cover 10 times to your Everest mountain. So that is the size of the data the Chat GPT is getting and giving you lot of response. Clear? So what kind of data it is going to be collecting? All the social media data, all the data is going to be taken and this is going to be maintained in the big data. Today, Chat GPT is going to be maintaining large amount of data in the big data. So big data can have large amount of data. To store the data, Spark or Scala, some technology, Hadoop technology can be stored. So you cannot maintain this kind of a server. Can you maintain? Can I maintain? Only bigger companies can maintain this kind of an applications or this kind of AI models. Clear? Which is going to be going and generating the data. Whenever you give something, it will go and it will perform a lot of data modeling. What kind of algorithm it is going to be using? It is using algorithm called large language model, or you can say neural networks algorithm. Clear? You should not be worried about it. How ChatGPT is working, if you want me to tell you, or Gemini software, Gemini. This is Microsoft, similar to ChatGPT, or Copilot again from the Microsoft, or we have Sora. So all the technologies are nothing but Gen AI applications, which are getting the large amount of data from the big data. So big data is too much of data you cannot maintain. I cannot maintain. So this is the data we are talking about today. Clear? So you will be able to create beautiful reports. You will be able to create beautiful AI applications. But when you have large amount of data in the company, so this is where ITNS is going to store the data. You should not be thinking that only I'm going to be using a rocket always. No, 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 no. So you need to use a cycle, you have to use a car, you have to use the bus, you have to use the train, you need to use the flight and rocket. Not everywhere you can use big data. Small data means Excel, medium data means SQL, moderate data means data warehousing, then large amount of data means big data. It is not that everybody is going to be using only big data. It depends upon the size of the data. Amazon may be using Excel, may be using everything. Even if you go to State Bank of India, they are using Excel, SQL, data warehousing, and big data. So you should not be thinking that rocket is going to replace flight or a flight is going to be replacing your bus. No, 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 no. Everything will have their usage. Clear? You should not be thinking like that. Only big data will be taking care today. No other technology. No, no, no. Excel is also booming today. Power BI is also booming today. Everything is booming. So this is the data storage devices or technologies we have in the IT industry. Now Excel and SQL and everything. It was 1950s, 60s, that time only. Then 70s, right? This is 1990s. Clear? And big data is early 2003. Clear? Power BI is early 2000. A and ML is started 2013 onwards. Clear? So this was the thing people were doing entire the world. So when you have the data, you can perform normal data analytics with the help of a Power BI. Power BI can connect to big data Hadoop, big data Spark, Scala, data warehousing, blah, blah, blah. Even AIML also can connect to all these applications and perform the predictions. Clear? Generative AI is not going to predict something. It is going to be generate. Clear? So normal AI application is going to be predicting. That is the AI application's purpose. But generative AI is not going to predict, is not going to be, cluster. It is not going to be doing anything else. Generative AI is going to generate what? It is going to be generating text. It is going to be generating images or the pictures or the videos by taking the large amount of historical data of the company, social media data, all the data it is going to be taking and processing. So ChatGPT is a generative AI application. Lot of machine learning models are going to be there. So we are not going to be learning AI and ML, or we are not going to be understanding what is the big data, blah, blah, blah. We are going to be understanding only these technologies. Clear? What is important? SQL is important. Data warehousing is important. Power BI is important. I will also teach you some basics of big data and blah, 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 so that you can have an idea about this. Clear? So that is what is all about your technologies. Tomorrow, when we meet, not tomorrow, Monday when we meet, we will be able to understand what is SSIS, what is SSAS, and what is Power BI. All of them we will be able to understand. Let me give you small history about this software and we'll stop the class. Okay. SQL Server is a Microsoft software. Let me give you history. So SQL Server 1.0 first version released in 1989 by Microsoft, which is a purely SQL software, or you can say RDBMS software. What do you mean by RDBMS? You can store the data, you can retrieve the data. I told you, right? It is a simply your database. Database means a data bank. Data bank means what you do. You can go to the bank, you can put the cash, get the cash. Withdraw, deposit, withdraw, deposit. So You are going to be storing a large amount of data means SQL or RDBMS. SQL is nothing but your godowns or storerooms. That is what I told you yesterday's in demo. Clear? So that is the first version you got. Second version we got 3.0, 5.0, then 7.0. Then we have SQL Server 2000 released in year 2000, purely RDBMS software. Clear? The next version got released SQL Server 2005. Microsoft released which software? Same, but which is not only SQL and RDBMS. In this, Microsoft is added MSBI. That means SSIS and SSAS, SSRS also got added. Clear? If you install SQL Server 2005 software, SQL software will be installed to store your data, and even MSBI, Microsoft Business Intelligence, SSIS and AS and RS also is installed automatically. What do you mean by SSIS? That is the question many people will ask me. What is SSIS? SSIS means ETL. ETL means what? It is SQL Server integration services. This is a ETL software, extracting the data, transforming the data, and loading the data. I will be talking about ETL on Monday's class. You should not be missing this. Very important. If you don't understand, it will be a problem. SSAS, analysis services. Here we can analyze the data, or we are going to be creating a cube. So what is a cube? We will be able to learn on Monday. And the last one is called SSRS. So this tool is completely gone. Clear? So this is what is called SQL Server reporting services, which is a report software. So this software is not there today. Clear? So SSIS means SQL Server integration services, and SSAS means analysis services, and reporting means this software is gone. So instead of this, we're going to be using Power BI. So what are the other versions we got? 2005, then they have released 2008, then 2010, then 2012, 2014, 2016, 2017, 2019. Now the current version is 2022. So I'm going to be giving 2019 or 2022 software on Tuesday. So you have to install SQL Server 2019, clear, or 2022 software, so that you will have SQL will be installed plus SSIS and SSAS and SSRS, everything. We don't use this. Plus we will be able to install Power BI. Clear? So these are the softwares we're going to be installing on Tuesday class. Okay, we are going to be installing. To install, what is the hardware configuration? What is the laptop you have to purchase? So, as I told you, compulsorily Windows 10 or later, means 11 or later softwares you need to have. MS Office you need to have. So not MS Office. Let me give you minimum 4 GB of RAM, and any processor. Any processor I have given you, but no Celeron processor. So in the first demo also I have mentioned no Celeron process. This is the hardware. You can have it. Hard disk will be 256 GB SSD or more. Okay, or more you can have, and that's it. So we are going to be installing SQL Server 2019 or 2022, Power BI, then MS Office you need to have. That's it. MS Office 27 or later versions. That's it. So I'll show you how to install all of them on the Tuesday. You have to get the laptop ready by Tuesday. If not, within 1 week or 10 days, you have to have a laptop ready. And on Monday, I'll be talking about what is ETL, what is a cube, what is a Power BI and SSRS, because I've just told you what is Power BI and when it is released. Clear? But what is a Power BI, what it contains, and all of them we are going to be discussing in the Monday's class. Tuesday we'll have the installation, and Wednesday onwards we are going to be starting purely on the Power BI. Clear? So tomorrow we don't have class. Monday we'll be able to meet with the same meeting ID, same time. If you have any questions, you will be able to ask me. Hope you have enjoyed the class. Today is the demo, second demo. And any people joined today late means they need to they need to fill the form. If you already filled the form, you can just ignore it. So daily videos we're going to be giving it. You need to watch the videos and so these are the data you need to fill it up. So I'm sending this in the chart window. Okay. Na? So any doubts you have? Any doubts you have? So this is what is the technical things I'm going to be talking about. On the Monday, I'll be talking about remaining things. Okay. So data analytics means simply understanding the past. But if you don't have the data, no data analytics can work, no artificial intelligence or machine learning can work. Clear? So you have the data either in the Excel or in the SQL or in the Power BI, or in the data warehousing or in the big data, Hadoop or Spark and Scala. So that is what you got to understand. Hope you have enjoyed the demo number 2. And on Monday, we will be able to complete demo number 3. That is the final demo. After that demo, you will be able to get the payment links and you can make the payments in the installments and you will get a lot of discounts when you give the data in our form. If you don't fill the data, you will not be able to get the discounts. That is for sure. And the third demo will be the last demo. Monday, we're going to be having it. If you have any doubts or if you need one-to-one career guidance classes, sir, should I learn Java? Sir, should I learn this? Sir, should I learn this? Sir, I'm a BK, BA guy, BCom guy. Sir, I'm done with my, my experience in the, let us say, non-IT field. Can I get into IT industry? I am now 39 years old guy. I am running my business, or I don't know anything about, IT courses. Can I talk to you once? If you need any kind of a doubts, call me on this number or book an appointment with Bhaskar Jogi at gmail.com. We will be able to talk over phone and I'll be able to give you proper career guidance. If you meet wrong people, you'll get the wrong guidance. End of the day, many people will be not getting the proper guidance. If you don't get the proper guidance, even though you are very intelligent in this world, nothing can happen, guys. Chalo. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, you're welcome. So Monday, we're going to be meeting with the same meeting ID.